I love your accent, Celeste. But see, you can't
all
see.
got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo-Justice?
You took this?
If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that?
That's what I'm saying. This is all super freaking weird.
Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How did you get hurt? That guy hit me. What guy? Robo-Justice, or that's why I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt.
But why would Hifumi then not say Hiro then and there when he got attacked? And also, if Hifumi couldn't come out of the suit, how could he have seen? How could he have seen Hiro?
Yeah.
There's an auto?
Gotta be right.
Hold on a second.
There's an auto?
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide.
I
who
love
did it.
autos in games. What, there's an auto
Before we
dialogue?
rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility?
I agree.
Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the
Great
beginning.
book series.
Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
I'm gonna turn it off. How do I turn off auto?
Our lives are
Okay.
on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Reason I'm turning off auto is sometimes I like to talk in between lines, so
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
yes.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened.
Kyoko's always very good at reining everyone back
I
in,
suppose we could start with this morning.
because I feel like everyone kind of trusts her as well.
4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there
Oh,
for quite
Taka.
a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume.
You know why this case is like harder to talk about as well? Because like again, usually I have someone in mind already. Even if it's wrong. And I have been wrong in the last case for sure. But right now, like again, like I said, I would have suspected Fumi first because of the anime stylings, because of like the way that he is very much into like toy models and stuff like that in anime. And also because of like how I think he was talking about how he likes buying merchandise and stuff like that. That would have been who I would have suspected. Other than that, like the only person I can think of that could even think to do something like this would be like maybe Celeste. But the only reason I think that is because I think Celeste maybe like would try and pin it on Hifumi. And then she took this picture or something.
As it turns out,
But why would she pin
it
it on
was
Hifumi and kill Hifumi?
Robo-Justice.
That's the thing, so I'm
It
wrong
also
again.
soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library.
Who the hell's Bayakuka?
He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect.
And Sorry, but speculation is so dangerous. Like, even if I have wild ideas, sometimes it's hard to, like, put them out there because it's like...
Not long after leaving the nurse's office.
What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moving on the top of the stairs. This is why, like, Celeste could be it, but, like, again, I don't...
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so we headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. Why would a hero keep running away as well?
and then...
What was that? It came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. So that's when
At that
Hifumi
point,
died.
We decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the
Who's
suspect.
Byakubaka?
When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead.
With blood covered on his glasses.
And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room.
Yeah, we did. Stop showing me.
We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time.
Sorry if I'm going slowly through this, but like, there's gears turning. There are gears turning in my head right now.
Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
He's so handsome. Please take this. Stop showing me this.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics
There is a
lab,
lot of moving parts to this as well. Hagami was right.
we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
Hifumi's body had disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room.
And there's a lot of moving
so
back
we
and forth
hurried
between
back
rooms.
again.
But I don't know how you could really plan that to a T. Are we hallucinating all this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
There's a... yeah. I feel kind of frustrated because, like, there's not many avenues. There's like so much information, but not a lot of avenues to like search for if you don't want to make Hiro the killer. Again, the one suspect that I had was like, or would think would be the killer in this situation when I saw Robo Justice was like, oh, it may be like Hifumi like created this.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation.
Really?
And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of
So
them.
like 2 separate murders or 2 separate like...
Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
The contradictions hidden in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of this case, I have to find them no matter what. Jesus Christ. Make your argument. What truth pulls we have? Monokuma file number 3. Huh?
So,
What do you mean Monokuma file number 3?
regarding
They were both killed with a
Taka's
similar
death,
weapon?
I wonder if he died before Hifumi.
I think he
Or
did.
perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
No.
What makes you say that?
No.
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
The Justice Hammers were numbered, but were they really using that order?
So,
Hold on a second again. The cause for each other's blow to head is thought they were both killed with a similar weapon. Is there anything we have that contradicts that? What hammer that was washed? Wait a second. Kyoto's wristwatch broke with the hands pointing at 6 o'clock. So he was killed at 6 o'clock. When was a Fumi attack then? Was he killed earlier? Okay,
regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
I'm actually a bit
We
confused.
already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
Are you sure?
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Do we have to change the question? I'm actually this is one of those ones for the first one where I've been like, yeah, this is kind of
Regarding
confusing.
Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
What order, maybe?
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's
I'm-
death came from a
I'm
swing
so sorry,
of
guys. I'm
Justice
sorry.
Hammer
I'm just
4.
acting like a blithering idiot here. I'm just kind of
So
like,
it's obvious Taka came
this is one of those
after.
ones I've definitely be a little bit confused about. Cause like I'm trying, like I can totally like like I could totally like I will be able to figure this out. But it's also a matter of like I'm worried about getting stuff completely wrong. Well, I guess we have a bunch of chances. That's the thing as well. But like I don't even know what they're trying to get at here. Like my idea is that like maybe it comes with the watch, maybe. I don't know.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed
No,
in.
I can't shoot what order with what order. I'm being a Dumbo. Makes you think something weird's going on. That's my bad. Okay, sorry. That's my bad.
So,
I still
regarding-
think that like,
I wonder
okay, I'm
if
gonna try and
perhaps
change
was
it.
after. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say
But then
that?
the other one we can shoot then is the numbering,
Because
right?
of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Ah,
It's
no, it
true
wasn't
that
even
Hifumi
nearly
was
in front
killed,
of it.
While Taka's death,
See?
Come on now.
So it's obvious Taka came.
Unless we have to, like, I'm gonna try both of them, by the way.
Regarding, I wonder if he died, or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
We can slow down time again. We
what
have
makes
time
you
to do
say
this.
that?
Again, I don't know, like,
Of the Justice Hammers.
I don't know if this is, okay, it is right, but I don't know why.
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same
Okay,
order as
yeah,
their
okay, I
numbers.
thought it was gonna be...
If anything,
Sorry for not, like,
that's
sorry for just, like,
another way the killer
stumbling
tried
into
to
that one,
disguise
guys.
their actions.
Well, I guess, like, that's just how things are gonna go sometimes.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before he
Are we gonna use the watch for this, though?
Okay then, let's see the proof.
Evidence that Taka was killed before Hifumi. There's something that relates to what time he must have died at. The watch. Yeah, the watch. Right? Hangman's Gambit. Okay, here we go. The watch. Wristwatch. Yeah. Okay, so I was right with this. Where's T? Where's T? Where's T? Oh no, I already have T. Now A. No, C, I'm a Dumbo. Oh, where's H? Where's H? Just barely.
Now I understand.
Oh no, we had 5 minutes to do it, I suppose. Yeah, so we were right about the watch, but like again, I didn't really get what they were going at there with the hammers.
Wristwatch. See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing
It's very warm.
just
I'm taking
past
off my
6 o'clock.
cardigan. I'm taking off my cardigan. 1 second.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night,
His watch still worked. How long are you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he started pointedly. Oh my god, like that's so cool how they added that there. It's almost 10 o'clock. You know that bedtime for all the little boys and girls. Yeah, that's so cool.
so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
Exactly.
And that would be his official time of death.
Makoto's actually like, again, because it's not me really figuring this out, because some of these I'm going to stumble into, I think Makoto's actually like a really smart kid, or at least a very adaptable kid.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
Yep.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us.
The whole thing nearly slipped past me.
We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size.
You know what? Tagami's actually like, you know, a lot more fun to be around when he's just being like really helpful to the case and just figuring stuff out with us. It's way nicer, you know what I mean? Way nicer to be around him.
That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window.
Whoa.
Because when he was killed, we hadn't met
Yep.
up in the dining hall yet.
It could be anyone now.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's
For
death.
sure.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Huh? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Not with Taka though.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Yeah, you can't bring something to evidence that's not here.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway,
Hina's like, I feel like this happens a lot in like friend groups as well, when like some people leave the friend group. Like someone comes up and like, you know, shows their personality a lot more. I feel like with Taka not shouting all the time and Hifumi not bursting in all the time, Hina's really stepping up to the plate in a lot of ways. I think she's really like, you know, coming out of her shell.
Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there.
There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then.
I'd love to suspect it was Genocide Jill. I don't think so.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those
We
things.
need to hear where Kyoko was. And fast.
So what now,
Yeah.
Kyoko?
We need to hear right now.
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep
Kyoko,
going
I've
around in
never
circles.
questioned you. Please just tell us where you were.
So instead of who, I propose we
I propose we talk about where you were. I propose we talk about where you were. I gotta be fair. I would grill Togami the same way, maybe even worse. I would grill anyone else like this. Hey Mondo, how are you doing, my precious boy?
In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
We can totally talk about that after you talk about where you were.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time? It would seem so.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
So... hold on a second. First of all, this music is amazing. So, this idea kind of popped into my head when we saw the blood packs, but I didn't want to speculate too much because I felt like it was one of those things that if you speculate too much, you kind of ruin the whole kind of like atmosphere of the game. Now, is Hifumi actually dead? But then he would have to be dead, right? Because why would they just let him do this? Kyoko didn't check Hifumi's body. She checked Taka's only. Hina checked Hifumi's body, which no offense to Hina, but she probably was too upset to check if he was actually breathing or not. No, I think she's definitely onto something.
The dead body moved on its own?
No! Not another...
Which would explain the glasses being cleaned. Which would explain how Hifumi was able to travel so fast. Or the body was able to travel so fast when we left. I knew something super strange was going on here. But I did, like, here's the thing. Obviously that pops into your head. It wasn't Hifumi that, like, got up and moved himself. But I didn't think that would be actually where we'd go with this. That's super cool.
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is, we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
At least at the time.
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office?
I believe
but
it.
simply
I'm
walked
100% on
out
board for
his
this.
own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Do you not remember when he woke back up and talked to you?
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
Why? The idea that Hifumi's still alive, is it really possible? Holy shit. Broken wristwatch. Wait, that's what we're using here?
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible.
We only have half a heart.
Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that?
No.
Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
This is genuinely insane. This is genuinely insane. If Hifumi moved... Wait, but like he's dead, right? He is dead. Because now I'm also thinking, did he like survive? Like, is he still alive and they're letting him like do this because it's like a part of the game? But Hifumi and Taka's body were discovered at almost exactly the same time. I don't think the broken wristwatch is saying, do we have to change this again?
Found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive.
To what though?
No, it is impossible.
Why is it
Hifumi
impossible?
was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us.
We did, but only for
Hifumi's dead
one.
Body had been found. And that is why the announcement
Okay,
was
what we
made.
might do is we might change all the bullets to a lot of these
sure
different
about
ones
that?
to see which one makes
Maybe
sense the most.
announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
So maybe like we can say that. Could we say that like if we're talking about someone else's discovery? Because Kyoko's definitely right.
Are
Is
you
it the-
saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No,
He was actually still alive.
it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know
Okay.
that how?
He was actually still
Surely
alive.
You heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And
The dead
that
body had been
is why
found.
the announcement was made.
See, if it's about the announcement like
Are we
Kyoko said, do we
really so
shoot
sure
this
about
one? Hold on a second. Because it could be more referring to Taka's body when Taka was found. Rather than when Hifumi was found. Because maybe they were discovered at the exact same time. Or just like maybe Taka was discovered a little bit before. We have half a heart left. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And it's over. But we can reload. We can go for it again. I should have but the thing is, the only reason why I didn't go with my instincts, the idea that he did get up and move himself, was because the blood packs, I was thinking that's what it was. He used the blood pack and poured the blood on himself, but I guess he actually was attacked. I guess.
Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
No? Did I fail? Yeah, I failed.
Shoot!
No, I think we're out of hearts. Yeah, we failed. Yeah, we have to just skip back to the end of this. Yeah, of course, let's try again.
I refuse to give up yet.
Maybe we have to... The broken
Are you
wristwatch.
saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No. It
He was
is
actually still
impossible.
alive, so maybe we shoot the last one
And
again?
you know that how? Surely you heard the body discovered. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
No, it's not that one either. Damn, okay. Why did we lose so much on one of those
saying
things?
That when we first found Hifumi, there's
So
a
maybe we
chance he
shoot-
was actually still alive?
No.
It is impossible.
The
Hifumi
last
was
one?
dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body that Hifumi's dead, and that is.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended
To signal someone else's discovery.
No, it's not this one either.
Shoot!
Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
So,
It is impossible. Hifumi
I'm
was
stumbling
dead.
into this one, guys. I
And you
really
know
am.
that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, no, don't shoot this one. What are we shooting here?
Shoot! Are you saying that when we first found there's a chance he...
No, Hifumi was dead.
And you know that
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement.
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended
To signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first... there's a chance he was actually...
No, Hifumi was dead.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discover. Hifumi's dead
still
body.
alive?
No, it is impossible.
So we have to maybe use Kyoko's words to shoot down.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
This. Okay, that's it, okay? Guys, like, I wouldn't usually apologize for this stuff, but I feel like this... I've been out of sorts with this one for sure.
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Yeah, that's what, like, she was right. That's what she was getting at. I just had to do it in reverse order. I was just being silly.
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
Yep.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
Wait, so is he actually alive? Is this what's happening?
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue.
Yeah.
So I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man.
So did
We're
he...
asking if you're a lazy bum.
So we didn't find a dead body?
No, actually, that was plenty. Huh? He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means...
I think Tagami's right on the right track.
Even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
I really feel like with this trial, I've been more along for the ride than I have been in the driver's seat, and I think you guys can tell that too. This is a weird trial. It feels almost like it's on autopilot in a way. The first time it played was when we found each body in the nurse's office in the equipment room, and the second time was when Toko was found unconscious just after Fumi came back to life. It was when both bodies were rediscovered, right? No?
We heard it a second
Yes?
time in the repository.
I remember
when
this,
we
actually.
rediscovered the 2 bodies.
Yeah, I actually remember this part. So what happened? What happened? After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
It didn't seem weird at the time.
It didn't seem
But it
weird at the
contradicts
time
what
at all.
Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Like, we went along with it.
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
Then in reality, when the two dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he
That is
wasn't
so good. So
actually dead
he
yet.
is actually dead, but he carried himself up to the art room, which makes a lot more sense. My whole mind was going to like use the blood packs and put him on his head and he framed himself and he's not actually dead and Monokuma's going along for the ride with this, but that's obviously not what the case. This is awesome.